Yo, what up, what up? It's your boy Wiz Khalifa, man. And right now you about to check out my conversation with the Dana Cortez Show. See ya.
Woo!
He got it first try. Wiz Khalifa inside the Dana Cortez Show. Let's make some noise right here. Man, I see you moving. I see you doing interviews all over the country. Do you look forward to these conversations every day?
Absolutely.
Do you feel like it's a way for your fans to kind of get to know you a little better? And
well, I grew up, you know, when I was coming up in the industry, it was pretty necessary to like show up to the radio station and do drops and actually promote the record. And that's my main goal. I have an album out, Multiverse right now, and I just want to, you know, utilize my time and space of being in all of these different cities, come see you guys who are playing the records, the DJs and the people who matter, and also, you know, connect with the fans and promote my album.
First of all, the album is great, and I love that you said that, because I always say there's no feeling like hearing your song on the radio. Of course, you upload it to SoundCloud, do all that stuff.
Yeah.
But the superstars live on the radio. You're a superstar.
Yeah, thank you.
And you don't really, in my opinion, you don't have to do these things. I appreciate it. The way you do a show is very different than other artists. I feel like the crowd is getting an experience versus just watching a show. How long do you prepare before you hit the stage or before you go on tour?
Usually when we find out about the tour, I have like 3 months to kind of just wrap my head around the creative of it. I start planning my outfits, like what I want to look like on stage, and then I get the set list together, and then I just start to, you know, mix in little tricks and little things that keep it interesting and fun.
If you hadn't seen Wiz live, you're missing out, because it is, like I said, from beginning to end, you're very entertained.
Thank
and you just said you have to spend 3-4 months getting ready, preparing. How do you balance the family? You know, we all know Baby Bash. You know, how do you balance family life, tour life, and all of that?
Yeah, I actually bring him with me.
No way!
Yeah, he's on tour with me.
Oh my gosh!
But yeah, you know, there's times where I explain it to him, and I want him to know hands-on and firsthand, like, yo, when I'm at home, I'm chilling, and when I gotta work, I gotta work. And you can be a part of my work life. You know, I don't mind you being here, but you know, there is a gas and a brake. And right
Daddy's
now,
working.
we on the gas right now. So I just kind of program him and let him be a kid, let him have fun, and let him fully experience all of it.
Listening to Multiverse, there was a line, I can't remember the song because I mean it just dropped. So I'm just kind of, and where you said, you know, I'm kind of thinking about, I'm different. I used to think about women. Now I'm thinking about other kids. Like, have you thought about having another child?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to have a lot more children. Me being able to put this album out is going to buy me a lot of time to just, you know, do things personally or business or whatever. So, you know, that's definitely the plan, is to, you know, have more children and just, you know, be a big old dad. That's my favorite. That's my favorite job in the world, Joe, is being dad.
When it comes to bringing your son on tour with you, I mean, I think anybody would say going on tour with the Taylor Gang is probably the best way to spend your summer. Is there anything that he has to do to earn that? Like, my mom would make me get A's, and then she would, you know, give me an allowance or something like that. But what did he have to do to get brought on tour? Because he's having fun.
He just had to be born.
He's a good kid, man. He's super sweet. He's super helpful. And it's just fun to. Like,
are you making him carry stuff?
Is he doing merch?
Yeah.
Well, he does it on his own. He's like, yo, Daddo, I want to, you know, pull my weight around here. I want to help out. But it's really about him though, like just making sure like he's having a good experience and he's, you know, learning how to deal with people. And he might see something backstage that in his head he might be like, yo, that's the job I want to do. Like, I don't want to be on stage. I might want to do this. I could learn this. I could learn that. So it's just putting him in an environment where he can grow. And like you said, it's fun, but yeah, he just earns it every day by being a sweet kid.
And how do you balance that on the flip side for the people who may look at that and say, oh, he has his son at this rap concert with all these things going on? Like, what?
Fuck him.
Ain't nothing he ain't seen at home.
And none he ain't seen in the world. This is the real world. I can't stand it. Helicopter parenting. I mean, it's crazy. And the thing that you said best of all about that is that he wants to do it.
Yeah.
That's how you instill work ethic. And it's not just being on the stage. You're obviously, you're the reason all these people have work. But it takes a family. It's a whole chain, a whole link of people that make everything happen.
Absolutely.
I want to take it back to the album. I feel like this album's more personal than anything else. And I also feel like you've evolved as a person. Your sound has evolved. I'm hearing harps. I'm hearing saxophones. Like it sounds like a whole new Wiz Khalifa.
You got that Kenny G vibe in there for real.
Thank you.
So why now? What happened?
I just matured and kind of just broke free from a lot of things that people would expect or would want to happen, and just, you know, went with what I think is cool and what, you know, inspires me. And there's 7-minute songs on there, and it's like a full experience. And a lot of this was the music being able to say things that I couldn't say with my words. And that's always been a goal of mine, because that's how I enjoy music. But I never, you know, had the time to sit down and really put it together. And shout out to my band, shout out to Aaron, shout out to Hitmaker, shout out to all the producers and everybody who was involved in, you know, bringing the sound together. And it was a collective, like, you know, really.
Well, it sounds like a
accomplishing
cohesive
that.
album.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was a
Thank
really
you.
big fan that you went out and reached and got They on a couple songs as well too. So
yeah.
shout out to They.
Shout out to They.
And how did you come across them, and what was the process
Well,
to
I've
getting
been,
them on your album?
you know, huge fans of them, in their music, but they just happened to write with Hitmaker all the time. And while we were in the studio, we came up with some good stuff. And normally they'll get, you know, other artists to, you know, go on. They'll just write the whatever the top line, and then they'll get a different artist. But I didn't want to take that route. I just wanted to go ahead and leave them on there.
You know, it's crazy. We're listening to the album, and there's a song, and I know it said Groove. Groove 3. My mom was a big fan. We're Mexican American, and Chicanos love like Rick James and that groovy sound. And it has that, like, I don't know if you're familiar
70s
with
R&B
Definitely
vibe.
inspired by Rick James.
Okay, you ever remember a
Definitely.
song named Ebony Eyes?
Yeah, totally.
Why did it remind? It just sounded so groovy and that kind of vibe.
Thank
You
you.
know, we used to go to the park on
Thank
Sundays
you.
and listen. I was
That's
like,
amazing
oh my
that you were
God.
able to feel that through the music, because that's exactly what.
Seriously?
It wasn't that song in particular, but that's exactly what was put into this album.
I
man.
got chills because when I heard it, I had this nostalgic feeling
Yeah.
of being little with my mom at the
Yeah,
park, like
that's amazing.
cruising around.
That's really cool.
I feel like this might be your best album yet, and
I
I've
think it
always
is,
liked
too.
everything.
Yeah,
but
I think it's my best one as well.
what's your
I'm
favorite?
gonna say it's your best album.
Thank you.
Okay, come on, say it.
Thank you.
That's tough for me right now, because you also put out Full Court Press this year too.
Yeah,
Which is
yeah.
a joint thing. I'm a blog Eric.
That was a joint.
Cushion
that was
OJ
a
too.
joint
I mean, it's
venture.
hard.
Oh, now here we go.
Sure.
Here we
Hold on,
go.
I can't.
But Multiverse is my personal effort and my spin on what I think music should sound like. So yes, that's my album, and yes, it's my best album for sure.
What's your favorite song on said album?
It changes, but right now it's probably Homies.
Okay,
Ooh, that is
okay.
okay. Like,
Yeah,
tell us
yeah.
about how, like, was that hard to write that song?
No, it's not difficult for me
Okay.
to write stuff like that.
That's my favorite song on the album.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. It kind of just flowed and formed itself, but it came from a conversation that I was having with somebody, and I was just talking about shit like it was regular. They were like, "Dude, you've been through a lot, bro. Like, you know what I mean?" And I'm just saying it like it's normal and shit. And it hit me. I'm like, I never really had that conversation with people out loud, so that song was an opportunity for me to do that.
I think it's great for your fans because you literally start in 7th grade and like work up.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
it's a story.
It's a good story. I'm
yourself.
a really good storyteller, and that was a point, you know, of this album, was to tell some stories about myself and put it in a way where people can relate to it too, where it's not just like me. It's like, damn, I might have been through some of that shit too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely intentional for me to, you know, describe points in my life and be very visual about it too.
I started thinking about. We've been talking to you for a long time. We've watched you grow into this incredible artist
Thank
you've
you.
become today. You've always been a great artist, but I feel like you've evolved into just even greater artistry. This album,
Thank you.
when people hear it, they'll understand what I'm saying. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? This is a question I sometimes ask people when I know they're going to be around that long.
Yeah.
10 years from today,
Yeah.
where will Wiz Khalifa be?
Still touring. Damn, my son will be fucking 19. So
God.
he'll be a boss by then, because I was already moving and grooving at
Yeah.
that age. Lots of different business ventures. I'm as far as music goes, I'm just gonna put it out whenever I want to. I'm not gonna do like the album every year, so I might wait like 2, 3, 4, 5 more
I
years
feel like you
before
can
I put
do that
another
though.
album
Your
out,
fans
you know
are
what I
there.
mean?
They're there no matter
yeah,
what.
Yeah, I'm not in any rush. So
You ever thought about acting or anything? I don't
yeah,
know why
definitely,
I see you in
definitely
Whoa.
acting. I got a lot of stuff that's moving behind the scenes, and with that world, it just takes, you got to put the work in. You know what I mean? But like adult animation too, like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
The cartoons where you can cuss and smoke weed and shit. I'm loving doing those. So, you know, I'm just.
What other
going
business
with it.
ventures you got going on?
Part owner of Liquid Death. It's a water company.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Where'd you guys come up with that name?
I didn't come up with it. They're a great company. They got a great marketing scheme, and they were just all gung ho with being in business with me, and I was like, cool, I could take this shit to the top. I'm really good at promoting, and they love my type of promotion as well. So
I DJ'd a concert last night, and
Santa
everybody
Fe
was
Clan.
Santa Fe Clan, which is like Spanish music, and everybody was drinking it.
Yeah, well, we're partnered up with Live Nation, so at all the Live Nation venues,
gotcha.
you get Liquid Death. You know what I mean?
Can I
That's
pull it back to
what
the
we
music
said.
real quick?
Yeah, sure.
One thing that, I constantly champion you and put you in my personal top 5, and I always point out to people that of the blog era generation, Wiz Khalifa was the only person who never really needed a Drake cosign or never needed that Drake launching pad that a lot of artists, no matter who it is, J. Cole, Kendrick, whoever you want to list, used it, and respect to that too.
Yeah, for sure.
You've never done that. You kind of went your own route, but now at this point in your career, is there ever going to be a Drake Wiz Khalifa collaboration?
I hope so. I think maybe me denying going on tour with him at first put like a bad taste and pause his mouth. But he's an artist and he can do whatever the hell he want to do.
But you're both in such a different place now.
No, I don't think so. I think we're both big old bosses.
You reached out?
That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
But I think it's a different time. I would love to see it.
I've reached out plenty of times, and I'm down to reach out again, and I'm down to make the song happen. I'm with it for sure.
I would love to see it.
Hell yeah.
All right, so let's give your fans a little message. What do you have to say to them? I mean, from beginning to end, here you are, independent now.
Yeah.
Still selling out.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go.
Just shout out to all the Taylors, new and old. There's a lot of new fans that come to the shows. Logic is killing it on tour. His fan base is amazing, and it's really fun to just share the stage and share that experience with everybody. Make new memories and do those nostalgic songs. You know what I'm saying, that people remember from back in the day. So it's a really good opportunity to be on the road, and make sure you guys get the album Multiverse is out right now. You'll really enjoy it. Smoke some pot to it, or light some candles, or clean the house to it, and just enjoy that.
Got
shit.
that Rick James vibe for sure.
Yeah.
Wiz Khalifa, everyone.